If you see this before May ends, I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now, because the universe has been trying to get your attention and it just ran out of patience. I'm not going to start this the way most readings start. I'm not going to tell you to take a deep breath or set an intention. No. Because what I'm feeling right now as I step into this energy, your energy, is urgency. There is something that has been circling you, building around you, pressing up against the edges of your life, and it has been waiting for you to look up. And here you are, looking up. This is not a coincidence. The fact that this video found you before May ends is not random. I need you to understand that. You could have scrolled past this. You almost did, didn't you? Something made you stop. Something said, wait. That something? That's your intuition. That's the part of you that already knows what I'm about to confirm. So let's talk about what's actually happening in your world right now, because I'm feeling a very specific kind of energy around you, and it's one I don't take lightly. There is a transition happening in your life, and you might not have fully named it yet. You might be calling it confusion, or uncertainty, or just this weird feeling I can't shake. But I want to name it for you clearly. You are standing at a crossroads, and May, this month specifically, is the month where the direction gets revealed. Let me tell you something. A lot of people think crossroads are scary, and I understand why. Because when you're standing in the middle, you can't see the destination clearly. You've been in a place of waiting, maybe waiting on a person, maybe waiting on a situation, maybe waiting on yourself to make a decision that you've been putting off. And there's been this low hum of anxiety underneath everything, this sense of something's about to happen, but I don't know what. I feel that so strongly in your reading right now. You've been wondering if you're overthinking things. You've been second-guessing your instincts, and I need to tell you, you are not overthinking this. What you've been feeling is real. The shift you've been sensing? It's real. And May, specifically these final days of May, is when it becomes undeniable. Now let me go deeper, because this is where it gets really interesting. I'm picking up on a connection in your energy, a person. Someone who has been in your thoughts more than you'd like to admit. This could be a romantic connection. It could be a deep, soul-level friendship. It could even be someone from your past who you thought you were done with, but something keeps pulling you back to thoughts of them. You might have been telling yourself to move on, or telling yourself it's over, or telling yourself it's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine. But here you are, still feeling something. And that feeling is not an accident. What I feel from this person, and this may surprise you, is that they are thinking about you too. Not casually, not in a passing, oh, I wonder what they're up to kind of way. Deeply, consistently, with a kind of pull that unsettles them because they can't explain it rationally. This person is someone who does not like things they can't control, and the way they feel about you, they cannot control it. It's been building, and May, specifically this window you're in right now, is when that energy reaches a tipping point. I feel like this person has been holding something back, and the reason isn't what you think. It's not indifference. It's not that they've moved on. It's not that you don't matter. If anything, it's the opposite. What's holding them back is the weight of what they feel. There is an internal conflict going on inside this person that they haven't been fully honest about. Not with you, not even with themselves. They are standing in their own way. They are letting fear dress itself up as distance, and they've been hoping that if they just stay quiet long enough, the feeling will settle. But it hasn't, and it won't. This is where I need you to pay close attention, because what I'm about to say is the most important message in this reading. The energy is shifting, but it shifts with you, not at you. What that means is, The breakthrough that is coming in May, the sign that is unfolding around you right now, requires something from you. It requires you to stop waiting. Not in a desperate, force-it way. I'm not telling you to chase. I am telling you to anchor yourself. Because right now, the version of you that is standing in your power, the version of you that knows your worth without needing it confirmed by someone else, that version of you is a magnet. That version of you changes everything. I need you to stop explaining yourself. Stop making yourself smaller so that this situation feels more comfortable. Stop rehearsing the conversation you want to have with this person, or this universe, or this version of your life. You do not need to audition for what is already yours. What's really interesting is that the moment you fully release the need for things to look a certain way, the moment you genuinely detach from the outcome, is the exact moment the energy breaks open. That's how this works. That's the divine irony of manifestation. The thing you've been holding so tightly, loosen your grip and watch what happens. Now I want to talk about what's coming because I'm seeing some very specific movement in this reading and I don't want to skip over it. Communication is coming, a message, a conversation, a moment of honesty that you have been waiting for. I feel it building in the energy around you right now. It may not look exactly how you imagined it. It might be more vulnerable than you expected. This person, this situation, this thing you've been hoping for, it's not finished. What looked like an ending was actually a restructuring. What felt like silence was actually the universe repositioning things. And in these final days of May, the repositioning is almost complete. I also want to acknowledge something around your personal life, separate from anyone else, because I feel this is just as important. There is a new chapter trying to emerge in you, a version of yourself that is more aligned, more confident, more clear on who you are and what you deserve. And this chapter has been trying to begin for a while, but there have been things, fears, patterns, old stories you keep telling yourself, that have been slowing it down. The sign of May is not just about another person coming back or a situation resolving, it's about you arriving, fully, into who you've been becoming. You've been doing the inner work. You might not even realize how much you've changed in the last few months, but I see it. And more importantly, the universe sees it. The work you've put in, the nights you chose your peace over a reaction, the moments you held your tongue and protected your energy, the quiet times you spent rebuilding your relationship with yourself. None of that was wasted. All of it was building toward this. And this is where it gets interesting. The sign I keep seeing in your energy, it's not one dramatic, thunderous moment. It's going to feel quieter than that. It might be a thought that suddenly becomes clear after weeks of fog. It might be a conversation that shifts everything. It might be something you see or hear that feels like a confirmation, like the universe winking at you. When it comes, you will know. And when you know, do not second guess it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Trust it. If this is resonating with you, if you're reading this and you feel like this was made specifically for you, I want you to claim it right now. Leave a comment below and just say, I claim my sign. I want you to say it like you mean it. Because the act of claiming, the act of acknowledging that you are open and ready to receive is itself a part of the manifestation. Don't scroll past this. Take 5 seconds and claim what's yours. Let me tell you something else that I feel so strongly I can't not say it. You are more powerful than you've been acting like. There is a version of your life, and it is not far from where you are now, where everything you've been quietly hoping for has fallen into place, where the love you want is present and reciprocated and real, where the peace you've been chasing has become your default state, where you look back at this exact moment, this point of uncertainty and transition, and you think, that was the turning point. That was May. You are at that turning point right now. The universe does not deliver signs on your timeline. You know this, but it does deliver them, consistently, precisely, and with a kind of beautiful intention that makes you feel genuinely seen. This video is one of those signs. The fact that you're still watching is one of those signs. Something in you knew this was meant for you, and that something was right. If this reading moved you today, if it gave you chills, if it made you feel seen, if it confirmed something you've been quietly hoping was true, please like this video. It takes 1 second and it tells the universe you're ready to receive. And subscribe if you want to stay connected to this energy, because there is more coming. There is always more. Comment below and tell me, what is the sign you've been waiting for? What is the thing you've been hoping May would bring you? I read everything. I see you. And I want to know. This reading found you for a reason. These final days of May found you for a reason. You didn't stumble into this. You were guided here. By your own higher self, by something greater, by the very thing that already knows how your story ends. And your story? It ends well. It ends with you in your power, in your peace, and in the love and abundance that was always meant for you. Trust the sign, trust yourself, and watch how May finishes exactly the way it was always supposed to.